Hey guys, welcome back to Healthy Crazy Cool. I actually don't have anything to say in this intro, apart from I've got the most epic nut butter taste test coming up for you guys. I know it's been a minute since I've done one, but stay tuned for that later. It's breakfast time now and I've got loads of straws, so let's do it. And it takes ages to churn. Oh my gosh, look at that. Going in with a bit of cinnamon. Actually, we're going in with a lot of cinnamon. Just need to, oh my god, the smell of the cinnamon is like taking over the whole kitchen. Done. Alright guys, so here's my breakfast. I have got some straws, and these are actually locally grown, fully British, just like me. Actually, that's a bit of a lie because I'm half Persian, but you know what I mean. So here's the drill, guys. What you do is you get a straw like that. Okay, so right, so we dunk it in the tahini and cinnamon mix, which is honestly the best combination of like earthy and sweet. And then for more creaminess, we dunk it in the hemp seeds. And look, would you look at that? And then just apply to face. And of course, nutrient dense breakfast, as always, focusing on adding in those omega-3s from the hemp. I mean, look at that. You guys have no idea. Got hemp seed stuck in my teeth. Yeah, I'm expecting you guys to all go mad with the tahini cinnamon combination. Anyways, now that these are locally grown, I can justify eating them in large quantities, so cheers. Okay, so for my lunch, I'm steaming up all of these green veggies. I've just got some green beans, some bok choy. Is this bok choy or is it pak choy? I am so confused, I have no idea. And then I've got some purple sprouted broccoli, which I absolutely love. Believe it or not, this big splat of white stuff used to be a square of tofu, and I just overpressed it. But I'm gonna make some scrambled tofu, lots of spices, onion, garlic, turmeric, the whole shebang. Anyways, let's get cooking. Look at that colour. So here is my lunch. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I'm actually trying to increase the protein in my diet. Previously, the protein in my diet has come from nuts, seeds, mainly tahini, basically the fat sources in my diet. So I'm just trying to add more things like tofu, beans, had to burp, lentils, etc. I'm gonna make lentils later. This is actually the first time I've ever made tofu scramble, but I've come up with some rules anyway. First one is that it is a crime, and I mean like a real crime, like it should come with a 2-year jail sentence to have tofu scramble without sriracha, okay? That's rule number one. And rule number two, you probably all knew anyway, is that it's a crime to have your greens without tahini. I mean, that rule is already in place anyway, but you know what I mean. All right, so when you drizzle of sriracha. Do you know what? I didn't even used to like spicy things until sriracha came into my life. And now that she's here to stay. Do you know what? I'm fed up with messing around. Whole jar. Actually, that was more like half the jar, but there you go. I'm very impressed with myself. Like, I think I've got the seasoning on point. And as you saw, obviously lots of turmeric, that goes without saying. Probably would have added cumin, didn't have any, and cinnamon. And actually, yeah, like adding cinnamon to not just sweet things, but to savory things too is like the best thing in the world. Trust me. And actually, it's quite funny because do you remember in my last video, well, maybe like 2 videos ago, I told you I was addicted to eating cucumbers because I was watching Mommytang eat cucumbers, stir-fried cucumbers. And then I decided to make this bok choy, pak choy, whatever the hell it is, because I watched her eating steamed or fried bok choy, and she just ate like a huge pile of them and made it look so bloody appetizing. So now I'm on the bok choy train, pak choy train, whatever you want to call it. Also, I have decided that I prefer my greens very crunchy these days. I always used to over steam things, and I just think it's all about the crunch factor, you know what I mean? Anyways, I will see you at dinner. Actually, no, I won't. I'll see you in about 10 minutes when I go nuts. Do you know what? I think it's about that time, guys. We're back in business, guys. Best believe. So first off, let's start with the Reese's peanut butter one. Before I was vegan, used to love Reese's peanut butter cups, so I've got high expectations from this. Looking at the ingredients, it's not the healthiest thing, but if it tastes good, that's fine with me. So this one is called Mindful Bites. I actually have no idea where you can find this. My awesome friend Jessie gave me this the other night as a gift. Best gift ever. I mean, what else would I want in life? When we went out for dinner. And would you believe it, I've had this in my cupboard for 2 weeks and I haven't opened it yet. I think that shows a lot of strength. All right, so the ingredients on this one is actually ground almonds, cashew nuts, ground Brazil nuts, lucuma powder, cacao nibs, cacao powder, yacon syrup, and pink Himalayan salt. So this one is actually a pretty healthy one. I will say I'm not actually sure how I feel about nut butters being mixed with chocolate. So anyways, we'll get back to that one in a minute. This one is Whole Earth. I did say, I think in a previous video, that I would never buy Whole Earth again because they advertise their stuff as like so healthy, no added sugar. It says here, absolutely no added sugar. But what they forget to tell you is that they put like 55 grams of salt in each pot. So anyway, yeah, this one is a blend of cashews, peanut, and hazelnut, and I do believe this is a new one because I've never seen it before. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna start with the Whole Earth. Another thing about Whole Earth, yeah, it's always like thick sludge, which, to be honest, I'm not angry about. But I would prefer it if it was kind of a bit more pourable. Anyways, as always, we're gonna taste these with some celery. Wait there. All right, I'm going in. That, my friends, is a top class nut butter. That is absolutely incredible. You guys know I'm brutal with my honesty when it comes to nut butters, but this one is actually one of the nicest ones I have ever tasted. Would definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. Whole Earth for once you have come through. Let's dive into the junky one, the Reese's Pieces one. Oh, she thick. Look at that. I don't know, I mean, I've got high expectations. What the fuck is that? This one has not only failed me, but it's actually depressed me because I was expecting this to taste like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and actually it just tastes like a very heavily processed, sugary, oily peanut butter. Like, this is so sweet. It's like really sweet. Yeah, guys, if you were gonna buy this one, don't be fooled. It tastes nothing like Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm gonna give this one a 0 out of 10. I am not happy. And to be quite honest, I want my money back. Not happy. Anyways, let's hope that this one is more successful. Okay, right, this is a bit like a chocolate sauce. I was not expecting this. I'm just gonna go in with a fork. Look at that, eh? In we go. Oh, hell yes. This one actually tastes exactly like, well, not exactly like, but very similar to Nutella. Actually, the ingredients are extremely healthy. There's not even any added sugar. So I definitely recommend this one. This is the kind of one which I will just eat with a spoon. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend this one. I have no idea where you can find it. Jesse, I love you for buying me this. I don't know how I will ever repay you. Yeah, buy these two, and this one, no. Like a little bit of sweetness is good, but this just tastes like artificial crap. These two are bomb though. Definitely go and buy them. Like now. Alright guys, so for dinner I am making a balsamic roasted carrot and lentil salad. I never cook with lentils. In fact, I don't think I've ever eaten lentils on this channel before, like in the whole history of Healthy Crazy Cool. So yeah, just boiling up some lentils, roasting the carrots, colourful carrots I found in Sainsbury's, which taste the same but cost more, so idiots like me buy them. Just gonna roast them up in some balsamic vinegar so they get very sweet, and then toss them with the lentils and some other colourful veggies. This is me just being a little bit more conscious of adding protein to each meal, because you know me, like I usually just eat whatever the hell I want, and I still do eat whatever the hell I want, but on top of that I'm just trying to consciously add some kind of protein to each meal. Like I did breakfast, loads of hemp seeds and tahini, lunch, tofu and tahini, and then yeah, dinner, lentils, and I'm gonna make a dressing, a creamy dressing from hemp seeds and garlic and lemon juice and whatever else I can find that looks good to go in. So alright, for this creamy dressing you'll need about a cup of hemp seeds, 2 cloves of garlic, although if you're lazy you can use garlic powder, 1 spring onion, lots of fresh lemon juice, and clearly lots of pips as well, salt and pepper of course, and I've also got a few almonds left and I'm just going to throw them in because why not. Maybe 1 cup of water. Obviously this dressing is very high in omega-3s from the hemp. You could also make this with cashews or macadamia, just the same amount, but I personally like to make my dressings now with hemp or flax because I need to balance out all of those omega-6s from the industrial quantities of tahini that I eat. So yeah. Just for extra crunch and flavour, lots of radish. I love the bitter flavour of radish, spring onion, and of course fresh dill. And you all know how I feel about people who don't like dill. Don't even get me started. Lots of fresh dill. If you don't like dill, you can go f yourself. Alright guys, so this is the final result. In here we have got lentils, the roasted carrots, 3 different colours, radish, lots of fresh dill, and lots of rocket, or arugula as you say in the States, which I pretty much add to everything these days. I know this looks like a bit of a hot mess, but this is a nutrient powerhouse bomb. And let's not forget about the creamy dressing, which, to be honest, is the most exciting part of this. And do you know what, actually, if you can't tell, this, you can tell by the size of my hands. And I do have quite big hands, just saying. But this is my small bowl. Yeah, because I'm not actually that hungry because my lunch, all that tofu and all those greens I ate, like protein and greens put together, is like the most satiating thing in the world, and I use my huge bowl for that as well. So I'm not actually that hungry, but I made a huge batch of this, so I've got some over the next few days. Anyway. Honestly, gonna give this mix 10 out of 10 because of the dressing. Dressing is bomb. I honestly believe the key to overall health is just eating as many colours as possible every single day. Anyways, cheers. You know when the hoodie goes up, it's time for the outro. Anyways, guys, remember, I'm not someone that counts macros or calories. I am a very intuitive eater, and I listen to my body. And right now, my body's telling me to eat more nut butter, which I will when I turn the camera off. Speaking of nut butters, if you guys have any suggestions of ones I have not tried yet, please leave it in the comment section down below, because the day I run out of nut butters to try is the day I delete my channel. You heard it. Yeah, leave all of your comments and questions down below. Subscribe, become a member of my awesome, crazy crew. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Satisfy my appetite with something spectacular. Check your vernacular, and then I get back to ya with diamond-like precision. Insatiable is what I envision. Can't detect acquisition from your friend's expedition. Mr. Big Willie.